This is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley, coming at you from Black Bear Invitational. Today's Meet Hub sponsor, Arthur Thomas Properties. We have our boys race in front of us. Got some top teams in the mix that we're looking at today. Would be Vermont's number 3, CVU, that is Champlain Valley, of course. Phillips Exeter Academy, expect them to be pretty strong. We saw them, large school at Manchester Invite, they won that. Phillips Academy, they were 4th at Manchester Invite and beat New Hampshire's number 1 of South, so they should be up in the mix as well. New Hampshire side of things, we've got Hanover ranked 2nd, Co-Brown 7th, but this is their home course to see if that helps at all. And then Oyster River, this is, we were joking about it a little bit after the girls race. Oyster River is pretty familiar with this course as well. Middle school runs here, high school runs here quite a bit, so they are in the mix at 10th. On the individual side of things, some I think he was a champion or some good time last week at Manchester Invite. Who was it?
Byron Grievous, U.S. number 3 from Phillips Exeter. He actually owns the course record here at 15:29. We'll see how that translates today. Coming off a really tough race. You say tough. He still had a guy within 9 seconds of him last week, and he happens to be here today, and that's Tam Gavinas. Just backtracking to Phillips Exeter, too. Little known fact, they are on the watch list for Nike NXR Northeast rankings, and I'm kind of expecting them to maybe crack that top 5 this week. For the next rankings anyway. They don't do it every single week. We also have Hanover's Lucian Gleiser, who happened to be the small school Manchester Invitational champion. So we have both Manchester Invitational champions. Obviously the fastest to ever cover the course in the history of the course, Byron Grievous. Tam Gavinas, the second fastest ever to cover it. So I would expect that 15:29 to get even faster today. Champlain Valley's also here. They have Daniel Knight. Co-Brown is countering with Jamie Leno. He is the hometown favorite here, and look for him to have a good race on his own course. Guilford's Bocelli, Howland Velakis, the new freshman for Guilford from Texas, making his rounds in New Hampshire. He's racing today. Portsmouth Christian's Jonas Teeter on his comeback trail. He actually announced for us in the Wilderness League track championships last year, so we're pulling for him. Phillips Exeter's Max Lacombe, I just heard from the coach, he's not here today. He's on a college visit, so Jack Hutchins is here. So PEA being the favorite might not necessarily be the case. Phillips Academy is right behind them, and supporting Tam is Max Huang from Phillips, and they have their top 5 intact today. And then also New Hampshire, Monadnock's Carlton Lampinen, Peyton Jocelyn, and Sanborn's Jake Petrie.
All right, and with that, we can see our head official or starter today, Bob Giardi. He's heading out to the cone, get them started. Looks like we are just moments away from this thing kicking off. Again, as we stated, our favorite does have that course record, Byron Grievous. He right now looks like Phillips Exeter is kind of in the middle of the grouping of teams. I wouldn't be surprised though if he doesn't jet right out in the first 100. Yeah,
he usually runs pretty cautiously. He's a pretty smart runner.
Let's go! And they're off here, 2023 Black Bear Invitational Boys Race.
Let's go!
Trinity, you guys out front to see how that holds up as we head on through the course.
So here we are, 1,200 meters into the race at Grand Junction.
Looks like they're hanging back. That's Jack Hutchins in the lead from Phillips Exeter. Tam. That's Lucian Gleiser.
Byron Grievous is right there.
All right, Lucian.
Bocelli, Howland,
and then Jamie Leno.
Stick to plan.
Co-Brown, Champlain Valley right up there with Phillips Exeter.
All right, Ryan.
Hanover pack coming through.
Good, Liam. That pack.
Nice and relaxed. Jack up with him.
Another big Hanover pack.
Come on, Ryan.
And the beauty of Black Bear Invitational. Pack them into the trails, baby. Looks like they understand how to run this course, especially Byron hanging back that first mile. It certainly is a second half course. So it's pretty smart. I was just talking to a coach before. The first mile is definitely the easiest mile. Second mile the toughest. So we'll see how they look at the mile mark.
All right, so here we are at the 1 mile of the boys race. So we got the super freshman from Guilford, Vlahakis, with Hanover's Lucian Gleiser, Tam Gavinas, until they tell me otherwise, I'm going to call him that, and Byron Grievous are trailing right behind. Jamie Leno, I believe that's Max Hutchins, and CVU's Knight.
Come on, bro.
Then we got a nice pack coming in here. Whole lot of Phillips Exeter. A few Oyster River, a few CVUs. Hanover just made a huge move. So these guys right here are coming in at about 5:30, which makes me think that the leaders are probably sitting at about 5:05, 5:10 maybe.
Come on, Ryan. Come on, Sam.
So I did hear whispers from Mrs. Vlahakis that her son was going to be going out pretty hard. It looks like he was. He's not running scared today, and he took the lead pretty early on. So we'll see if he can hold that. If he can, that would be an unbelievable race for him. But he has two nationally ranked runners right behind him. He's looking to get into that conversation.
Looking good, Jacob. And here we are at T-Junction just after the first mile. They came in at 5:03.
Pack of a 6.
Way to go, Tam!
That's Byron, Tam, Jay,
Bueno.
Lucy. Perfect. Be patient. Jake Petrie, Jonas Teeter, Max Wang. That's Lampinen. Champlain Valley.
Here's Phillips
Wilson Moore.
Exeter. Luke Kerouac and Sandra Nomulov, Cole Brown. Got Champlain Valley 4, 5, 6.
Champlain Valley looks good.
Oh yeah. Cole Brown's 4. There's Phillips Academy from Andover.
Eyes up, Keegan, number 3.
There's more Hanover. Super tight right now as to who is in the lead. But it's definitely between Phillips Exeter, Champlain Valley, and Hanover.
Hanover looks good too.
Yeah.
We'll see how they look. Basically in the middle part of the course, the halfway mark, we'll shift it over to Greg and Davio.
Here we go. We've got our lead group. We're looking at Tam of Andover right in front with Byron of Phillips Exeter. Byron on the left with a big E. Cole Brown's number 1. But yeah, no separation. Again, we're about halfway through the race, right where the camera is, and we can see Tam, Byron, Jamie, 1, 2, 3, all hanging together as expected at this point in.
There you go. Bocelli and Lucian up there.
Champlain Valley coming through, Conval, Phillips Exeter. They've had, this is at least, what, 4 or 5 for them. So they're sitting pretty comfortable right now as Cole Brown gets a pair through. Again, they had one of the low sticks as well. Hanover, Monadnock crossing us. Champlain Valley with 2 more, so they're sitting in a good spot as well with Hanover, Andover, Oyster River right there. Andover with the second one in that mix. Champlain Valley, they have numbers past us at this point. They came to play.
Phillips Exeter with a pretty strong lead in the team race, but there's a lot of teams up there for the fight for second, third.
Oh yeah, I mean, halfway, these guys, you know, they found their spot. They're hanging there. No one started that kick, that surge yet. You know, I think 2 mile, you're going to start to see some things get interesting, and that's where those numbers are going to shift around in terms of team score.
Yeah, especially with that front pack not going out crazy hard at this point. There's probably going to be some movement over the next half of the race.
Good long string of guys. We can see, you know, a little bit of reflection at the bottom. This is probably 1 or 2 muddy parts on the entire course. Maybe 3 muddy parts as I think about the water crossing they have as well. But this spot's not bad. The ground is pretty good right here. Most of the course is in the woods, so even though the sun's starting to peek out a little bit by the field, which is behind us, not going to play too much of a factor overall with these guys today. Pretty decent racing conditions.
Yeah, I think probably the worst spot on the course is exactly at the 3 mile. There's a big mud patch right before they come onto the track, so that'll kind of throw off their rhythm a little bit before they get onto the final stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, where we are right now, this is right before the fields. So as soon as they get past us, they've got a steep but short uphill going around the baseball field, then back into the woods. Of course, the second time they come through this, we'll be at the finish line because that's what they're doing. They're going up that hill to the right, through that mud pit, onto the track to finish things up. And we can take a look. We've had majority of the guys past us. We'll go ahead and check out how things are going over at Grand Junction with our top trio.
Yep, here we are after the halfway mark. There's Byron Grievous, Tam right up there, Jamie Lano from Co-Brown. This is what I predicted for the top 3 before the race. Hopefully it'll remain that way. Champlain Valley, Phillips. There's Lucien Gleiser of Hanover. There's Bocelli, Howland, Valhalkis of Guilford, Jonas Teeter from PCA.
Jake Hutchins from Phillips Exeter. That's Peyton Johnson, Carlton. Oh, I forget, gosh darn it. Too excited, this race is awesome. Will Samard from Conval.
Comes Luke Kerouac from Co-Brown.
Sonny Namua.
Great race from them. More Hanover, Phillips Exeter. Phillips Academy from Andover, Champlain Valley. This race is going to be super close. There's so many teams up there.
I mean, Champlain Valley, that's Cole Brown's 4. Phillips Exeter, I think that's their 6 or 7. It's really going to be what's happening here. It's Jocelyn from Monadnock, and we'll send it to the 2-mile mark.
All right, so here we are. Right now we got Tam Gavinas.
Yes, Tam. Let's go.
And then Byron Grievous. And then Jamie. So that's your top 3 right now. So it looks like Vlahakis might have dropped off a little bit. Here's Max Wong from Andover. Then we got Daniel Knight from CVU. Lucien Gleiser, the winner of Manchester Invitational Small School Boys Race, is trying to catch. Vlahakis dropped off a little bit from the 1 to 2 mile, but we'll see if he can get back into contention. He's joined by Jonas Teeter and Jack Petrie. Now we got Jack Hutchins and CVU's 2. So here comes Phillips Exeter's 3. I believe they're without Max Lacombe today, unless something happened. But that's Phillips Exeter's 3 right there. We got Luke Kerouac and Sandra Namio. This kid is flying. I want to say that was Peyton Joslin. I'm not 100% sure. We got 2 more Andover, a Hanover, Oyster Rivers 1 and 2 coming in. CVU, another Phillips Exeter. Comes another Hanover, 2 more Hanovers with a Hopkinton in between. And we got an Andover, Sandra Namio's cousin, Adve. So Hanover has like 6 or 7 through already, so they're looking really good. I don't believe Nashua South took the trip down this week, but Hanover could maybe take that number 1 spot in New Hampshire if they keep it up.
Go Quinn! Go Quinn! Quinn, let's go!
And right about now, we're going to be getting a few teams, 5, 6, 7s, maybe some 4s.
Come on, Ryder. Come on, Sam. Let's see it.
And they're still flying. They're coming through at, I think she's saying 12-12 right now. So they're still flying.
Go, Fez, go, John.
Ethan, don't lose Sam. Keep him in your eyes.
12:25.
So an interesting storyline is Byron Grievous took the course record last year in 15:29. I don't know if he has the paces, if he has the mile splits to attack that again this year, but him, Jamie Lano, and Tam are all right up there. Maybe in contention for Byron's course record last year, but we'll have to see.
Here come the top runners now on the single track. We have Byron Grievous and Tam up in the front. Here's Jamie Lano from Co-Brown in 3rd.
Stay right in there, Jamie. Look great. Stay in there, Jamie. Home course, Jamie, come on.
Current time on the course is 13:30. Could be in for another course record today.
Come on, Max. Let's go, Maxie. This guy about
First runner from
behind you.
Phillips of Andover.
Run this in.
Champlain Valley's first runner.
Keep your form and arms at the end.
Here's Lucien Gleiser of Hanover, their first runner. He's got Andover's second runner, Jonas Teeter of PCA. Here's Bocelli from Guilford. Guilford's first runner, looking pretty good.
1,000 to go. Come on, Jack.
Got Champlain Valley 2 right here. Phillips Exeter 2. Got Luke Kerouac from Co-Brown. Co-Brown's number 2 right now. Sonny Nomula, Co-Brown's number 3, coming down this hill right there. There's Hanover's number 2. Andover's 3rd. Phillips Exeter's 4th. Andover's 4th. Looks like it's up to Phillips Academy of Andover and Phillips Exeter Academy right now.
Andover dash. One more.
Looks like we got more Champlain Valley. So yeah, Champlain Valley is definitely in the mix too, as well as Hanover. Co-Brown might be up there with their first 3 runners in the top 15.
Let's see the strength come out day.
There's Co-Brown's 4th.
Good job, Ethan. Nice job.
Might be Champlain Valley's 6th.
Here we go, Alden.
Come on, Clay, let's
Some
go.
more Hanover, yeah, so they're right up there too.
Here you go. This is you. Let's go. Come on, get on those toes. Let's go.
Here we go, Alden. Take it now, take it now.
Here's Co-Brown's 5th. Phillips of Andover. Oyster River looking pretty good to the pack right there.
Go, Coach, go.
Here's Co-Brown's 6th.
Here we go, Owen.
Got some packing by Alvern right there.
Go.
Current time on the course is
Oh, no, work together, work together. We got
15:55.
10 quick steps here. Go for it on the 800.
All right, and we'll see you at the finish.
All right, Byron and Tam.
This is a battle right here. Byron on the track, Tam right behind.
Tam's not giving in.
Byron took a look over his shoulder, looking back again. They are
Both going to
sprinting.
the arms. Does Byron have enough to hold Tam off? This is much closer than last week.
15:39.
Nice race from both of them.
Absolutely wonderful.
Bit off that course record Byron set last year. Jamie Lano now on the track. You can see he's all out alone. Similar to what we saw at that single track.
Nice race. Good job. Good job. Nice race.
Next coming down is Alvern. Or I'm sorry, Andover, excuse me. Coach, who is this for Andover?
Nice race.
Max Wang. Max Wang, Knight from Champlain Valley. This is last week's small school champ, Lucien Gleiser. Jake Hutchins from Phillips Exeter.
Nice race.
Jonas Teeter battling. Will they catch Hutchins at the end? That's Jake Petrie from Sanborn. And I think it was Teeter with the win. That's Bocelli from Guilford, the freshman. Bocelli, Holland, Velakis. This is King Jocelyn. Champlain Valley's number 2.
Good job. Slow it down.
This is Carlton Lampinen from Monadnock. Monadnock here for the first time, Greg.
Race.
Phillips Exeter. This is Luke Kerouac, Co-Brown's number 3. Number 2. Sonny Nomula, Co-Brown's number 3, not too far behind. Hanover's number 2. Co-Brown's kind of in it here. They need their 4 and 5 to show up today. But Phillips, Andover cementing it with Phillips Exeter. I'm not sure who's going to win.
Slow it down.
How do you see it? Phillips Exeter, Andover.
Well, I can tell you Phillips Andover just had 3 guys pass right there.
That's 5.
Yep.
So I can't count Phillips Exeter. I was too excited. Plus Carter Sylvester's here, so I'm very distracted. Got her off a great race.
Phillips Exeter, Champlain Valley, good battle here. A lot of these guys kicking, going all out. We've got Alver and Hanover neck and neck. Granite State will go ahead and break that for us as Cole Brown crosses with North behind.
Number 4 for Cole Brown, North number 2. Portsmouth Christian, Dover's first, Oyster River second, number 10 team in the state. Hanover, was there 5, is that their 5-6 or 4-5? That's their 4-5.
Champlain Valley will be next, followed by Goffstown.
Cole Brown's 5th coming in.
Goffstown does end up taking that pass right there. Hanover, Champlain Valley, Oyster River, Hanover. The Griffins, Dover, Winnicott boys team is here. Portsmouth Christian, Hanover, Winnicott, Trinity, Alvern, Guilford.
Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Cole Brown, a lot of these guys battling all the way to the end. Everyone gets on that track. They want to pick up as many spots as they can. And when everyone's this close together, they have that potential of doing that.
Photo ops when you're 19-10. Flexing. Let's get faster than 17 before you flex. You want me on the mic, that's what you do. And as they're finishing, I want to say this course is a very tough course. The times usually are somewhat similar to Manchester, usually within 10 seconds, believe it or not. Over the years, it's been pretty, you could actually look and see. It's a little bit slower, but about 10, maybe 15 seconds at most slower.
Stay in order, keep moving.
Most years.
Stay in order, guys. Race is done.
Battle between teammates here for Goffstown. Hollis Brookline takes it over them, though.
Also a little humid today, not as crisp in the air as it was last week, so while you might think it's overcast and a perfect day to run, there's a little bit of a challenge with the humidity today.
Yeah, it definitely feels a little bit warmer than last week.
And with all the rain, the humidity obviously is also coming from the ground up too, so it's just like it's just a little bit thicker.
Pelham, Guilford. Conval with a pair.
Conval, late week entry. Happy to have Conval.
The race is over. Slow it down.
What a great mixture of teams. Division 3, Division 2, Division 1, a couple boarding schools, a couple regionally ranked schools, essentially.
Yeah, I tell you one of the things I really like about this meet is it's the week after Manchester, and a lot of times you'll see, the Manchester merges where it's a large school and a small school get put together, but on this course, if those teams show up, it really answers the questions here at Cole Brown.
It's been a little bit, some years it's been a mini champions. This is a great weekend to have a meet, so there's other meets that pop up, and it's people going exploring. Ken Invitational, Plymouth Invitational was last night. Send in your results, everyone.
Bring North back. Get up there. North is last. Yep. Go.
Slow down, stay in order.
You can see it started to thin out a little bit here, but it was a good steady stream for quite a bit there. So you have Portsmouth Christian finishing up.
Good race, slow it down. Slow it down.
Trinity, Hopkinton.
Good race, slow it down, but walk.
Trinity with another couple, followed by Goffstown.
Slow it down, race is over. Slow it down.
And Bo.
Stay in order, good race. Good race, stay in order, slow it down. Race is over, slow it down. Good race, slow it down.
Again, team-wise, we think we had probably a pretty close battle.
Green, stay in order. Good job.
That battle up front for those teams, it was, Phillips Exeter Academy were in the mix. Phillips Andover definitely in the mix as well. Hanover, I think, was in there pretty good.
A lot of promising things you see from a lot of teams today, especially the week after Manchester. I always call it the box of chocolates week. How would I say that? Forrest Gump. You never know what you're going to get from a team. I used that earlier. Hopefully people aren't sick of it yet.
Slow it down, but keep moving.
I might be a little bit sick, which is why I did not respond. Champlain Valley, I think, was also in the mix of teams I was referencing earlier.
No, it's great to have them back. They've come to Co-Brown quite a few times, and the coaches are super happy about being here. And it is a bit like a mini Thetford when you think about this course. But Thetford is a bit more of an elevation gain, loss. Morty's Monster, a bit more of a climb. But honestly, back in the day when we were looking at expanding this course, we were looking at Thetford, and we were inspired by that course and what they did with a small amount of acreage. They put in a 5K course and still loop it back for spectators. Just have that kind of moment. So great day, great course, great meet as always.
Yeah, and with that, the majority of the guys passed us. Once again, this is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley. Meet Hub today brought to you by Arthur Thomas Properties. This has been your 2023 Black Bear Invitational Boys Race.